sourcing at Ollies. That's what this video is all about. And of course, that's going to fall under retail arbitrage, where you go into retail stores, you buy retail, and you turn right around and sell those products for a profit on Amazon. So stay tuned. I'm going to tell you the whole story behind what I found on Saturday. And you're going to learn how you can be doing the same thing. It's easy, it's doable, and it's a lot of fun. We're going to get into it right now. This is what to sell on Amazon. I'm Horace. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, hustlers? Thank you for taking a moment to spend some time with me today. I really appreciate it. My name is Horace, also known as La Machine, and on this channel, we talk all about selling on Amazon for profit using the arbitrage business model that's both retail and online. So if you're interested in learning all about that, or just learning a little bit more about that, or a different perspective, go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now and hit the bell notification. Now, I will tell you, if you are a newbie, you just hit the jackpot, because we love to focus on newbies. We love to help you with your biggest challenges, one of which is finding ungated products that you can sell for a profit. And we know how frustrating it is. That's why we are putting up 4 videos a week, 2 of which are specifically to help you, the newbie, get going. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because we've got the Jump On It video that comes out on Wednesday, where we give you free leads. And then we go live on Saturdays, where we give you free leads. So let's get into it, guys. So number one, like I mentioned, when you go to a store like Ollie's, and hopefully you have one nearby. If you don't, you've got your own discount stores, but Ollie's, they're popping up everywhere. So if you're not sure, do a search. There may be one that you didn't know about. They're expanding, and I didn't even realize they're publicly traded. So, and what they are a closeout. They buy a lot of closeout deals, and so they sell that type of stuff. But things are brand new, and they sell things that would fall in all types of categories when it comes to Amazon. Okay, it's just a great place to shop. Now, of course, like with anything, I always teach, try to give yourself an advantage. So if you're gonna shop at Ollie's, then shop at Ollie's. That means take advantage of everything. You're gonna want to join. They have a little club that you can join. That way you get the emails when they have 15% off the entire store, 20% off the entire store. That's free money. You want to walk in with an advantage. But even if you didn't, you can definitely find good deals. Now, retail arbitrage takes time. So you got to go out, you got to physically go out, and you got to scan. But when you do this long enough, you kind of know what you're looking for. I can go into Ollie's, and I'm not going to spend more than 30 minutes, an hour tops, because you learn the layout, you learn what you want to work with, you learn how to scan, and before you even pick something up. Guys, you got to understand, especially newbies, this whole Amazon thing, when it comes to arbitrage, it's all about learning the skills. And the skill that you're really trying to learn is how to evaluate whether or not you can sell a product. You use your tools, you use your experience, and over time you're going to develop your gut, okay? And you learn from your mistakes. That's the best lesson of all. But why would you want to do retail arbitrage? Because you have retail, like I said, you go into stores, you have online where you can sit at home and you can do sourcing right from your chair. I mean, they're both good. And I teach that you should be doing both in tandem, and both have their advantages, both have their disadvantages. But we're talking retail arbitrage today. Here's what's great about it. I'm telling you, we're talking about Ollies, and I'm telling you, find you an Ollies if possible. Your Ollies is not going to have the same thing as my Ollies. Just like your Walmart may not have exactly what my Walmart has. That gives you an advantage. That gives you an advantage because when you're doing online arbitrage, everybody who has a connection pretty much can get that same product. There are going to be a few exceptions, but generally speaking, you're competing with other people. Okay. Here's another thing you want to think about. When you do retail arbitrage, you cut down the time. Have you ever noticed if you do arbitrage, especially online, have you ever noticed the rank is at a certain place, the estimated number of sales is at a certain place, and the buy box is at a great price? And then by the time you place your order online, get the products sent to you, prep, mind you, you're waiting to get a big enough shipment to justify the cost of shipping, right? Get it all in, and all of a sudden, what happened? The price tanked. Why? Because in your little world, you thought you were the only one looking for that product. Well, there were 20 of you. And so now, by the time your products get in, there's a price war. People are tanking. And now, if you're smart, you're just going to have to wait it out. But it's still frustrating nonetheless. Guess what? When you go do retail arbitrage, even if you're doing FBA, you just cut out that time that you're waiting on the product to get to you. That's significant because every day that product sits there, that's a day you can't get back. That's time. You can't get that time back. Okay, so those are just a couple of the reasons why that retail arbitrage gives some advantages, right? We talked about having products that everyone may not have, and two, cutting down on the time it takes to get that product. Mind you, if you're willing to sell that product and merchant fulfill it, imagine buying it today and having it available to ship today. You just cut out everything. I'm talking about before you even leave the store, you could have it set up. You're using your app, and we're going to get into that right now. So what product are we talking about? What did I pick up? I picked up this product here. Now, this is a PJ mask. I'm going to see if I can show you the price on that. You should see $7.99. Okay. And if it looks a little weird, the green isn't going to come out right because of my green screen that I'm using here. Let's see if I have. Yeah, I wanted to actually show you the receipt. So I'm going to see if I can get that to show for you. The very first item on there is that PJ mask, and you can see I bought two of them, and that's why you came up with $15.98. If that's probably not coming in clear. There you go. So let me put on my glasses so I can see. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to show you what I did in the store to make this purchase, okay? So what I did, if you have a professional account with your Amazon seller app, well, what I should say is with your Seller Central account, you get the Amazon seller app, and all you have to do while you're in the store is scan the barcode that you see there. You can scan it right with your phone, okay? And then it's gonna pull up the product, and right away you can see certain things. So you see your gross proceeds. If you see your gross proceeds at $15.17 and you paid, $7.99, then you already know it's worth going a little further. So how do you go a little further? All you do is click right there. And now you can start looking at things. So what are you looking at? Now watch this. You see those numbers? You see where the buy box is, or the low price. You see your fees. You see your shipping to Amazon. Now that was put in automatically. By default, it did that. You can set it to where you want, but I'm not going to pay that much. Typically, I pay about 50 cents, but we'll leave it where it is. Now, the cost of purchase is $7.99. That's not factoring in my tax. But again, that we're still right in the pocket of making about $6.50, maybe $6. That's not bad, guys. Now here, let's get into, I'm going to show you my screen. And then we're going to get a little deeper. Now remember, we use tools. That's what this is all about when you're making your evaluations. So watch what we do here. What we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to look at the product on Amazon. So there's the product. Now, of course, I'm in the store, so I can't see that. But this is what you see, when you get home and you check it out or whatever. You see that keeper chart? You see all that activity? You see that squiggly line with a whole bunch of jumping around? That tells you you've got velocity. When you see a rank that low in toys, guys, you already know you're going to sell this product, okay? But again, I'm not online. I'm in Ollies, right? So what am I looking at? I want a little bit more information than this. Now, anybody that follows this channel, what do we talk about? We talk about the software Tactical Arbitrage. Now, here's what I do, because you can use Tactical Arbitrage right on your phone, okay? Now, what I'm looking at right here is something called Tactical Edge. That's a feature in the software Tactical Arbitrage that allows you it gives you so much more information, and you need that information to evaluate. Now, watch what happens, okay? How do I do it? Because it's easy for me to say, oh, yes, you can use TA right on your phone. How? Okay, I'm in the store. Now, you see along the bottom here, where's my finger? You see where it says list? I'm going to tap list. And then you see where it says product details. I'm going to click on that. And now you see the ASIN. Now watch what I'm going to do. You see where I clicked and held on the ASIN. Then I'm going to copy the ASIN. Now I'm going to go back over to Tactical Arbitrage. And I'm going to blow that up just a little bit. I'm going to paste the ASIN in there. And then I'm actually going to take a little bit further. Now it cost me, I'm going to do a quick calculation, $7.99, but I'm in Pennsylvania, so I got to pay 6% on top of that. It's actually going to cost me $8.47. So I'm going to stick that in there, okay? $8.47. And then all I gotta do, once I got that in there, is go fetch information and watch what happens. Everything loads. It's gonna give me so much more information. So what information are we looking at? Now, I'm in the store, okay? And this is the information that I got. Now, you may not be able to see that very well. I'm going to try to blow this up just a little bit more so you can see what I'm seeing. Now look at, get over there. It's always something moving. Sorry about that. But look at that estimated monthly sales. 1,365, I think that is. Okay. Look at the other things that you can look at when you come down. You see how you come down and you can actually see the competition. And you can see how much they have in stock. You can see that some of them are back ordered. You could come over and you can't see that because that's green, so it's not coming out right. But the point is this: you've got information that's going to tell you, look at, for example, look at your 90-day rank. That's how you know whether or not you got a good product. Now watch this. This was my calculation. Let me highlight my cursor here. See how I said we're paying $8.47? Watch what we do here. Now I use another software called Inventory Lab, and you can see today is November the 2nd, but you can see for the month of October I did a little bit over 15,000, but I got to keep about 2,300, just so you have an idea of what I'm doing within my Amazon account. I mean, I don't just teach this stuff, I actually do it. That's why we call ourselves working class hustlers. But watch what happens in this software. I'm going to go over to Scout. I'm going to take that ASIN and I'm going to stick it in here. And watch this. This is just another tool that's kind of giving you an idea of whether or not you can make money. Now remember, I'm going to pay $8.47. So my cost is $8.47. And look at, right away I can see my return on investment is 69%. Now, if you follow, now again, this is the list price. But that's not here. Here's what I like to do. You've got 51 people selling this, but that doesn't mean you're competing with all 51. You're only worried about prime and new. Let's see, who is this guy? All right. So that's where we get the $21.95. But he only has one. Only has one. Only has three. Only has one. Remember what our estimated monthly sales were, and if you have the software Tactical Arbitrage, you get the extension right here. You could click on, and without even going back into the TA software, you can see these. You're gonna sell these. It ain't even a problem. Okay. Another thing you could do. We'll make the comparison. Watch this. We'll come over to Google. We'll type in Amazon revenue calculator. We'll put that on. We're going to move this right next to that Inventory Lab so that we're going to stick that ASIN in there. Again, hustlers, we're just looking at tools. We want to see. So $21.95 Let's see. Now see, this has estimated shipping at 37. We'll put that in there. That's not what I would estimate, but we're going to put that in there. And then what did we say? We said $847 for our cost. This says $586. This says $586. Now, normally I would estimate about 50 cents. So $5.73, but you get the point. And I knew this was going to be a good product. Another way that I was able to tell is because there were only two available. Now I got some other things while I was there. I have some things that I regularly replenish from Ollies, and I know what to look at. So you're talking, I mean, you can see altogether I spent like $226. A lot of people always want to know, hey, how much do you spend when you go out sourcing? Well, there you have it. I mean, it's nothing for me to spend $500. It just depends, right? Everybody wants to say it takes money to make money. You probably say it takes money to make money. Then we try to be cheap. No, you say it takes money to make money. Now you got to spend the money. Okay. But I'm not saying that you go spending all kinds of money until you get your feet wet, get some experience. And on that note, about getting your feet wet, getting some experience, I recommend that you try the software Tactical Arbitrage. I always recommend that. Why? Because that's what I use all the time. And I use it for you. I use it to give you free leads with the jump on it video. I use it to source free leads for you when we go live every Saturday. So I know this software works because this is what I do all the time. Okay, so what I'm saying is this: use the link down in the description to try out Tactical Arbitrage for free. And before you even do that, make sure you take the Lightning course and you take the Lightning course part 2. Those are 2 free courses right here on this channel. You ain't got to go nowhere. You ain't got to sign up for nothing. Okay, and that's going to teach you everything that you need to do so that you can get the most out of the software, especially while it's free. The software can pay for itself. And look down in the description, because we've got a free bulk list for you so that you don't even have to figure out what stores to source, figure out what categories, figure out where can I find ungated products. We take care of all of that for you. 2 or 3 clicks, done. Okay, so what I want you to do now is check out those Lightning courses and make sure if there's anything that I did not cover, anything you want to add, okay, about Ollies or about retail arbitrage, leave a comment. Make sure that you connect with me. You have an opportunity. You see the number on your screen? Text the words working class hustler to that number. Become one of the working class hustlers of America. It's just that simple, guys. If you want to be connected with someone that's doing this either at your level or beyond or above, then you got to get connected. Think about it, hustlers. How many times have you said, I ain't talking about nobody else, how many times have you said, well, if I want to get better, I got to start connecting with people that are better than me? How many times have you read the books? You listen to the webinars, the seminars, the motivational speaking, the affirmations, and all of this stuff. Here is your opportunity. See, because here's what we usually do. We read all that stuff. We feel good. That's great. What is the worth of a good feeling? Baby, it's priceless. But after you're done with that good feeling, what are you doing? You see that number on your screen? That's where you do something. All right. And the only thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to stalk you. I'm just going to reply, ask you your name, get you saved, let you know that we're officially connected. And then it's up to you when you have a question. It's up to you when you want to learn something. It's up to you if you want consulting. It's up to you if you want to get on the leads list so that you can have this stuff done for you. From there, it's up to you, but at least now you have someone that you can reach out to when you want it. Okay, it's just another asset for you. All right, I'll see you guys in the lightning course. Later, hustlers.